Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Houston Cougars return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
Makes the grab. Hit the afterburners, kid. He flips his field in an instant. And at the 20. Houston wants to play fast. They'll go to the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. That'll pay off big time in late in the season.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Fires to the right. He's got it on the run.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the stick.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. Everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Wiggins. Still running at the 40. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. The short hands. It's Godet. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Canes are flying down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Fires downfield. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's right on target. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team.
Ball in the air, intercepted! Crosses midfield. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougars. And coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is from.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Canes! And once he found... And might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
First down for this offense. From the gun. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, he'll fire. And wings it incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass. Target, he got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Canes will punt this one away. Yep. It's a fake. He's going to throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it. It's a first down. Timing is everything, and the timing of that fake punt call was perfect, and it winds up being a touchdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pitting their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Bringing it back, it's Wiggins. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Going to the run, it's Wiggins. They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense, a loss of 10. That last play is the epitome of why you have to have a short-term memory. Just forget about that one. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. After putting up a three-spot in the kickoff unit, set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released. Incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
But, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
It's complete on the right side. Defense on skates. Finally drag him down at the 42. Houston going up tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Ripping through. Getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard. Terrific catch and run before he stopped. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line. You've got to be really smart with this football.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Coming after it. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Incomplete.
I agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in at the 15. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, your best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
The play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The hand to the running back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man quickly.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return.
Houston.
In business at the 32. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose the yard.
And it's just so hard. You watch this team on tape week after week after week, and there's just not a lot of space. But great backs, not good backs, not a lot of offenses having a lot of success. You got to be creative. You got to find ways to get on the perimeter, and more importantly, you better be ready to throw the football.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done it.
Fires toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Canes! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Finds his big tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on second down. Unloads it left. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Hurricane. Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Line gets set, 1st down. Finds the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And the Canes in the hurry-up. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Miami! And the route is on. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the running back. At the 15, he's loose. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive.
And they got him for the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Zings it complete to the right. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success.
He's got it. Touchdown, Hurricane. And the stomping has commenced. give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. And he made the extra point without problem. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop and score.
No doubt, country versus city was a country fumble. Nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up, do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Open space at the 25. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fires to the big fella. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And he intercepts it. No real chance on the return.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And the returner goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. He'll throw on 3rd down. Complete downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. He's looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They keep attacking through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Boston College delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Chestnut Hill. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside the... And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Wiggins. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. After this, it'll be a wrap. Power football with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When you know you have a team